Welcome to Grill and Smoke BBQ. I'm Jeffrey. Today, we're gonna do something kind of simple. We're gonna do a smoked meatloaf. Let's do it. All right, let's get this thing started. Now, as with every recipe, people have their own way of doing things. So if the way I'm doing it's not the way you do it, hey, just adjust it and do it the way that you like. But we're gonna start off with 2¼ pounds of 80/20 ground beef. Now when you mix everything together, you just wanna make sure you get it mixed together. You don't wanna make it into like this mushy pile of glob, because then it's not really going to turn out that well. So just make sure you incorporate everything and then let it be. So we got the 2¼ ground beef. I'm going to go ahead and add 3/4 cup of milk. And I'm going to add just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I don't really like celeries in mine, so I'm gonna use celery salt. Probably about a teaspoon, I would say. Some people crush garlic in theirs. I'd rather just use garlic powder. Gonna do the same, about a teaspoon. And some Italian seasoning. Once again, about a teaspoon. Now, onions. I'm not a fan of onions that you just chop and put them in there, because sometimes they come out crunchy. Not a fan of crunchy onions in my meatloaf. So I sauteed some onions till I got about 1/3 cup of diced onions now that's already been sauteed. And with that, I have some leftover barbecue sauce that I made, some apple jalapeno barbecue sauce. I'm gonna add that to here, which is gonna be 1/4 cup. Now as a binder, I'm gonna add 2 lightly whipped eggs. I'm gonna add 1 cup of breadcrumbs. And I like to put cheese, so I'm gonna use some shredded sharp cheddar. I just put the rest of what was left in this bag. See, I'm not really measuring a lot. Play with it. You can figure out what you like. But the star of the show that I'm really wanting to use today, some Uncle Steve shake that I got from Our New Barbecue for winning his 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm gonna add some gator shake. Now I'm just gonna mix this all together. And as you're mixing it, if you see you probably need a little bit more of an item, just go ahead and add it in there. But let's just try to get this all incorporated together until you get the feel that you're looking for. Yeah, looks good. Looks like I got everything in there. mixed together nicely. So I'm gonna clean my hands and be right back with you. All right, so next thing I want to do is take the mixture I have and I'm gonna put it into this loaf pan. I have some saran wrap around it to make it easier when I get ready to take it out, because I'm just gonna take this and put it back in the refrigerator for about 20-25 minutes while I get the pit boss ready for it. And that way it'll help it keep its shape. So when it's smoking, it doesn't just fall apart and go everywhere it want to go. It's just gonna stay right there together. Turn this around so you can see. Into the refrigerator we go for about 20 to 25 minutes. All right, and we're back. I let this sit in the refrigerator for about 25 minutes. So what I'm gonna do, go ahead and take this. I'm going to use some spray butter, spray over the top, because that's going to end up being the bottom. And I'm going to use the Uncle Steve Shakes Spicy R for the outside. Just pat that in. Now what I'm going to do is take this. Now I'm going to sit it on this. And just to make it easier, as you can see, it kept the shape. And just peel the plastic off. Even this off. There we go. Now what I'm gonna do the same thing. Spray the butter. And add the spicy R to the outside. And just pat it in. And we're gonna let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then we're ready to throw it on the smoker. All right, so here we are. We got the pit boss set to 300 degrees. And we're gonna sit this in here. And we're gonna check on it in about an hour. All right, it's been on there for about an hour. Let's go ahead and check on it. We're gonna get it to 160, so let's see where we're at. That's at 109. Let's say we ought to be good in about 30 to 40 minutes. And just before that, we'll go ahead and apply the rest of that barbecue sauce I had left over. Alright, welcome back. We got about 10 to 15 more minutes to go on this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sauce on it. The apple jalapeno barbecue sauce that I had left over. Just baste it in it. Keep it on here too long because I don't want the sauce to get dark. This is more of a glaze that I'm using it for. Alright, so just to recap, put the sauce on it as a glaze, let it sit in there for 15 more minutes, took it off, and let it rest for 15 minutes. Now, I'm about to cut into it. Okay. And there you have it. And you can still see a smoke ring around it. So I would say it's a pretty good cook. Let's see if we can get some slices off of it. There's meatloaf, so you don't want to cut it too thin. Okay, so you can see the smoke ring on it. A little bit better, I would assume now. And it's still warm, so yeah, I'm about to put this down. Let's slice a piece off of this one. Yep, same with this one. Still see that smoke ring. And also, you can see the glaze on it that's set nicely. Only thing left to do now, get a taste of it. Okay, so we all know the best part is the end part where you get all this crust at, or bark in this case for this meatloaf. So here we go. Man, that Uncle Steve shake. Something spectacular. I can see what all the hype is about now. That Uncle Steve shake is, whoo! Man, I think this just became my new favorite rub. I mean, the meatloaf was moist, tender, and the flavor was just like, pow, right in your mouth. So, yeah, this was a great cook right here. So thank you for joining me today. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you already subscribed to the channel, thank you. I'm not too far from 1,000. So I'll be thinking right now about a giveaway once I get there. So keep that in mind. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and see you next time. Peace.